The jury came to a conclusion and reached a verdict on 8 out of 18 counts. Here's what we know. Count 1 through 5, guilty. That is filing false taxes in a variety of years. Count 12, failing to register as report foreign bank and financial accounts. Count 12, guilty. Count 25, bank fraud, guilty. Count 27, bank fraud, guilty. They were unable to come to a consensus on 10 counts, and the judge says that he may consider filing for a mistrial on that particular 10-count situation. We're still trying to figure out exactly the total number of years under these counts that Mr. Manafort faces. But once again, count 1 through 5, guilty. Count 12, guilty. Count 25, guilty. Count 27, guilty. I'll turn it back to you as we continue to monitor the situation coming out of the courtroom. Guys, back to you.
All right. So that's a guilty on 8 counts, mistrial on 10.
Eamon, your reaction?
Well, it's fascinating here because what you've got is, if I'm hearing Sue correctly, you have the jury finding Manafort guilty in several of those 3 buckets that we were just discussing. Remember, there's the bucket involving tax fraud. There's the bucket involving failing to disclose foreign bank accounts, and then there's the bucket involving bank fraud. There are several charges in each of those buckets, and based on what Sue has just been reporting, it sounds as if the jury has found him guilty on several charges in each of those buckets, but not necessarily all of the charges in each of those buckets. So a fascinating split here by the jury, apparently more persuaded by some of the evidence in some of those counts than in other evidence in other counts on similar alleged activities by Paul Manafort. So we'll have to wait for some more insight on why exactly the jury believed some of those charges in related alleged crimes and not others. But it looks like at least something from each of those 3 categories Paul Manafort's been found guilty on here.
Yeah. Is Robert Mintz still with us on the phone?
Yes.
Hopefully.
Robert, are you still there? Oh,
yes.
Okay. Give me your take here, because I'd love to understand what's going to happen on the 10 counts where there's a mistrial. Can the government come back? Do they retry it? What insight can you offer here on what we now know in terms of what the jury has found guilty and not?
Sure. It's hard to say exactly what kind of exposure Paul Manafort is facing with the counts that he has apparently been convicted of. But my guess is that there's going to be enough in those counts that prosecutors will likely not go back and retry him on the counts in which the jury seems to have been unable to reach a unanimous verdict. Typically what happens in these cases is that the judge will look at these crimes, will aggregate the financial loss, and in this case, it's largely based on the amount of taxes that the government has alleged that Paul Manafort failed to declare and pay taxes on, the income that he failed to declare taxes on. And so that is what's going to drive the sentence. But my guess is it's going to be substantial and enough for them to apply leverage so that they'll likely take these counts and then move on to this next trial in the District of Columbia that begins in September.
All right. And when, I was asking you earlier what this would mean for Mueller. So tell me now, what does it mean for Mueller? Is it a win?
Oh, it's absolutely a win for Mueller, yes. I mean, although they didn't get a conviction on every count, it's going to be enough that it's going to expose Paul Manafort likely to a prison sentence of somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 10 years is my guess. And that's going to be something that will apply substantial pressure to him. And I think they'll be happy, they'll take this, they'll move on, and they'll see what happens in the next trial in September.
Let's bring John Harwood back into the conversation. Do you see this, John, as a credibility boost to Mueller, his investigation, and where will he take it next?
Well, I don't think Robert Mueller needed a credibility boost, but it does demonstrate in combination with the Michael Cohen plea in New York that the ring of criminality surrounding President Trump includes his campaign chair, his national security advisor, and his personal lawyer. And in all cases, their stories relate to President Trump, his campaign, and this is an indication of the fact that President Trump is in very, very deep trouble with Robert Mueller. And the Russia scandal is only going to intensify from here. You've got an additional trial with Manafort. You have, as John Mintz was saying, pressure now on both Cohen and Manafort to cooperate with Special Counsel Mueller. Michael Flynn is already cooperating. Now, we did learn that George Papadopoulos has not provided much of use to Special Counsel Mueller, but the fact that the sentencing for Flynn was postponed today is an indication that prosecutors may have some use, additional information or testimony that they want to procure from Michael Flynn. So I think the president's in big trouble. This is going to be a landmark day. These twin guilty pleas and convictions. And President Trump will wait to see his reaction, but it's not going to be good.